All right, I am coming here with a move that is really meant to target glute medius. So glute medius is the top part of our booty, right? So kind of giving you that nice booty shelf, right? So we want to make sure that we're working all parts of the glutes here, not only for aesthetics, but also to help us throughout all other movements, some of our more complex movements that require us to use the glute muscles in conjunction with the legs. So this is a move that we can kind of pair in with anything that we are moving abduction away from the body. Is going to target the same muscles, but I feel like this one is a little easier to feel that target. Sometimes we can get a little sloppy on those abductor moves. So if you work out and train under me with programming, this is actually something we do in our warm-ups as well, but I've kind of seen it floating around. Personally, where I get my programming from, had a post kind of similar to this. They used some different equipment. So I'm going to set it up here for us. You can do this without the bench. I will show you that too. I feel like with the back leg propped up onto the bench, you are really going to feel it and find that you can focus on the leg that's working, which is the leg on the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one leg back on that bench. I like to slide basically my entire leg on there. So I'm thinking like shin. And you're not putting your weight onto that leg. It's simply like you have it up in the air and it's just lying on the bench, okay? And then what we're going to do, so if you program with me similar to our warm-ups, only difference is feet are both on the ground, is that we are going to hinge at the hips. We're going to maintain slight bend in the knee, and we are going to rotate this weight, which is opposite of the leg that's down. We're going to rotate towards the outside of the foot. And you should feel that stretch and muscle in that upper side glute really come alive throughout the lowering and lifting of this movement. So looks like this, okay? We've got a little bit of a rotation through the upper body. So your shoulder will drop a little bit, but you still want to maintain that nice flat back posture. So when we drop, we don't want to drop into like letting our shoulders relax to the ground. You want to keep that all nice and tight. So keep those lats activated. And boy, the booty burn is real. I recently replaced some of my lateral kick out movements with this instead. And I definitely think that it was worth it. So seeing that on the other side, actually, I'm going to turn the bench just so you get a different angle. You're still going to get a little bit of that Romanian deadlift vibe, but I would really bucket this into something that's more strengthening the glute rather than that hamstring. So I wouldn't necessarily replace or consider this a substitute for your traditional Romanian deadlifts. So we're just going to, I was like, I felt myself in the crack. Lie that leg there gently. And then we're going to take it down, rotate in. Okay. And you'll want to work up because you are rotating. It is going to require a lot of stability from that working leg. So you're going to want to work that weight up. Get used to the movement, get used to the way your body's rotating before you really layer in some heavy weights here. I realized I said I would show you it without the bench, and then in that particular video I didn't, so a little add-on to the end here. And it's just going to look like what we do in our warm-ups if you do program with me. So you'll just take one foot to the front, kind of B stance, so pop that back leg up on toes, and then just the same thing. We're just going to rotate across the body, come back up, slight bend in the knee. Most of the bending is happening at the hip, right? Back is nice and tight, flat back. We're not letting our shoulders drop to the floor. And then obviously you'll just switch sides, and that's how you would do it without a bench. And that might be where you have to start. A little bit more stability and balance, like I had mentioned, with the foot floating behind you.